Hello friends, welcome to Swapnil's IS. As regards to India's foreign policy and international conduct, we have covered a topic previously, G20 and India's presidency. For those who are yet to watch that video, please find the link in the description. In this video, we shall be studying the main pillars of India's foreign policy. Let's get started. A foreign policy is basically a set of values and principles on the basis of which a country conducts its external affairs. The primary objective of a foreign policy is to safeguard and promote the country's national interest, security, and well-being in global arena. It is shaped by countries' political, economic, and socio-cultural factors. It is also influenced by public opinion, interest group, and geostrategic factors. The first major pillar of India's foreign policy is Panchashil. The Panchashil doctrine originated during the bilateral India-China summit of 1954. As the name suggests, it is a set of 5 principles that still forms the core of India's foreign policy. These are mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty, non-aggression, non-interference in each other's internal affairs, equality and mutual benefit from economic and cultural relations, and peaceful coexistence. However, China did not live up to these principles and violated them in 1962 when it initiated an armed conflict against India. Non-alignment. India pioneered and adopted this principle immediately post its independence during the Cold War. As per this, India does not align itself with any particular military or political bloc and maintains its independence and autonomy in international affairs. It was therefore that India neither joined the capitalist bloc led by the USA nor the socialist bloc led by USSR. Regional leadership. India aims to play a leadership role in South Asian region. It has taken several measures in this direction, such as the initiative in the establishment of SAARC and BIMSTEC. Gujarat Doctrine. The doctrine emerged in 1990s as the guiding principles for India's conduct in its neighborhood. It was initiated by the former External Affairs Minister and later the Prime Minister, late Shri Indra Kumar Gujral. As per this, India will develop and sustain a relationship based on non-reciprocity in its neighborhood. That is, it shall provide aid and assistance to its neighbors without expecting or demanding anything in return. This way, it would not dominate its neighbors but work towards building mutual trust and confidence. A fine example of it can be seen during the recent economic and political crisis in Sri Lanka, when India provided a 10 billion US dollar line of credit to the island nation. Strategic autonomy. India strives to maintain its independence in foreign policy decision making. This way, it opposes a hegemonic attitude of some powerful nations and endeavors a multipolar world order. The recent denial of India to cancel the procurement of S-400 air defense system from Russia despite the US threat of sanctions under CATSA, points towards India's strategic autonomy. Soft power. India has been proactively utilizing its intangible assets like culture, heritage, and values as a means of its soft power. Yoga and Ayurveda have become the prominent symbols of it. The vast Indian diaspora, scattered in countries across the world, is its yet another significant symbol of soft power, with the likes of Satya Nadella and Sundar Pichai taking up prominent positions in major global companies. India's soft power is seen to be expanding. Foreign policy is a dynamic concept which changes as per the emerging situations and geopolitical equations. India's foreign policy has been remarkably adaptive and responsive to such changes. A few contradictions over its established values and principles that have been observed are: despite its laid down principle of non interference in others' internal matters, India launched Operation Pawan in Sri Lanka to assist the Sri Lankan government in fight against the LTTE. Similarly, Operation Cactus was launched in Maldives to counter a coup there. With India's joining the Quad alliance with US, Japan, and Australia, the principle of non alignment seems to have been compromised. India also seems to have somewhat compromised on its strategic autonomy, as it has reduced the oil imports from Iran under US pressure. Overall, India's foreign policy is characterized by a mix of idealism, pragmatism, and strategic thinking, and oriented towards safeguarding and promoting its national interests. To sum it up briefly, it can be framed as act east, align west, walk straight. Friends, hope that you liked this video and found it useful. If you have suggestions about any topics to be taught by me, feel free to write to us. Our email ID is in the description. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon to get notifications about new videos. We'll meet you in the next video.